What's up, everybody? Pete here, real quick. I want to thank all you guys for the feedback that you've been giving us on the fan survey. The response has been absolutely outstanding. Keep them coming, man. Spread it around, email it to your friends, let them get back to us because, you know, through that, you guys can only make this stuff better. We do it for you guys, and, you know, it's really true. It sounds fucking cheesy to say that, but I really want to say, it was actually Stan who brought it up. He said that, you know, a lot of his friends that got married, they moved away or whatever, and you don't really get to talk shop about comics no more. And that was a big reason that we started this whole thing in the first place. You know, me, Steve, we knew each other since high school, so we didn't go to the same school, but you know, nevertheless, we would go to the comic shop and we sit and bullshit about the books every week. And as you get older, that kind of shit unfortunately stopped because life gets in the way. And when we met Adam and Ramon, and we all just kind of got together and we clicked real quick about it, and it was really great to just be able to sit around with your friends and talk shop, because that's half the fun of this stuff, is not just reading it for yourself, but being able to talk to your boys about it. And that's the way we always wanted to put this show off to. Not like it was a real show, but that every time you guys are watching it, it's really just like you're chilling here with us, sitting in the basement, and everybody's just talking shit. It ain't like, you know, watching The fucking View or something like that, or some of these other guys that, you know, I ain't going to mention names, but some of these other podcasts take themselves entirely too fucking seriously, and that's ridiculous. These are comic books, man. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be silly. You know, so I want to really thank you guys, like I said, for the amazing feedback. Josh, I assure you, I will be coming back with an eBay segment. The reason I haven't done it in a while is because I haven't had too much money to burn. Once again, life tends to get in the way a little bit, but I assure you, the pizza eBay segments will definitely be coming back over the summer, because I do plan on finishing my Amazing Spider-Man run this year. I promise you that. I got 14 issues left to go, and I intend to fucking finish it. That having been said, I didn't get to the comic shop this week. Once again, life in the way. But I plan on picking up my 2 weeks worth of books this coming Wednesday when, you know, New Comic Day drops. For now, I'm going to turn you over to the boys and let them talk to you about, you know, what's new, what's going on, what stuff they read. One final thank you. And Stan, on a last note, I know you said you like me and you kind of quit for a while because they ruined Spider-Man. I totally understand that, and I promise you I will let you know when it's time to come back. You got my word on that. Guys, like I said, thanks for the feedback. Keep them coming, man. We can only get better. We do this because we like to hear from you guys. Consider us your friends. Write to us. Hit us up. You know the deal. Pete's Basement. Questions at Pete'sBasement.com. Facebook.com/Pete's Basement. Everything in the world. /Pete's Basement. Hit us up because we like to hear from you guys. You guys are the reason that we do this, because, you know, it's just more about friends chilling in the fucking basement with us, hanging out, talking shop. See what the rest of the boys got for this week, and I'll see you guys next week.
Instead of talking about some of the stuff that came out this week, I thought I'd check the old comic book boxes for something to talk about instead. Someone recently requested that we do a little more of this. I can't remember if it was the Facebook, the MySpace, the website, the email. I can walk over 5 feet and check, but I'm tired, I'm lazy, and quite frankly, I gotta make poops. So we don't have much time. Chinese food. Chinese food, why? Why indeed? Amazing Spider-Man, 353 to 358. In case you can't do basic arithmetic, it's a 6-part thing. And you have Spidey, obviously. Darkhawk, who was new. This was 91, so he was new and kind of hot, I guess, at the time. Punisher, Nova, and Night Thrasher, which are from the New Warriors, who was also new at the time. Kind of new, relatively new. And Moon Knight, who again was not, I don't think he was new, but he was, you know, all these characters had their own series, Ziz. And Punisher. Did I say Punisher? Punisher. The whole thing with this is that there's a secret empire and they, in a fight between them and Moon Knight and Midnight, Moon Knight's sidekick, hence Sidekick's Revenge, they nearly kill Midnight, Jeff Wilde, and instead of killing him completely, they turn him into a cyborg. So now he works for them, and as far as Moon Knight's concerned, he doesn't know what happened to him. He thinks he's dead. So Secret Empire first has Midnight, the cyborg, break Thunderball from the Wrecking Crew, Dr. Franklin, out of prison. And they're going to use him to help the Secret Empire make this army of superhumans to carry out their dastardly deeds. So first Midnight is to break Thunderball out, which he does, and then they want him to go find new and aspiring superheroes to bring them in to enhance their abilities and then use them for, their evilness. So he approaches Nova, and that gets Night Thrasher involved. And since they're all in New York, the funny thing is, or the strange thing is, they have a headquarters in Manhattan and they have a headquarters in Queens. I'm not sure why. It's very close. Why would you do that? But so because they're in Manhattan, that involves Darkhawk and Spider-Man, who live in Queens and are in the city all the time, and Punisher, who's in Manhattan. So they all get involved one way or another, and I like the way they get involved. They didn't start out all together. They started out separately, and they all find each other in a specific way, and I thought it was done well. And that's basically it. And then Nova gets he's a hostage, and they gotta go find him. And it was a good series. Nothing spectacular. No one, we don't know someone might die or who's a Skrull. It was just good. It was just a story. That's really, when you break it down, we read comic books for story. We don't read comic books for these ridiculous. Well, I don't read these for these ridiculous. You have to put so much thought into it, and no, it's just you want to read it, you enjoy it. You pretend you're a superhero for 35 pages, and then that's it. So, it's good. And the last issue had a gatefold, which is cool. So, this is the early 90s, 91. This was we always talk about it as far as we're concerned, our generation, the best years for comic books. So, here you go right there. So, I've spoken about this early on, like maybe episode 5. Another one of my favorite series was Revenge of the Sinister Six. From their Spider-Man series from like 91. Around the same time. Issues like 18 to 23 or 17 to 23, something like that. And it was the same kind of idea where you had all these characters come together. Hulk and Spider-Man and Sleepwalker. I like that. That's good. But then that's it. They break apart. They all break up. They come together. They fight the, common enemy, and then they depart. They go back to what they were doing. So, and of course, Spider-Man has, in the middles, you see Spider-Man with Mary Jane and Aunt May. I'd recommend it. I doubt they have it in trade. It wasn't like that. It wasn't that big a deal that they put it in trade. But you could probably get it. 6 issues. You probably get it for like $6 if you look. Again, it's called Ron Robbins' Sidekick's Revenge, and it was a good little story. If you like good little stories, if you like these big grandiose nonsense things, then there you go.
Okay, another week.